This is New Day Northwest. Now, here's Margaret Larson.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to New Day. A groundbreaking new musical called How to Break opened at Village Theater last weekend. It combines hip-hop with musical theater in a story that looks at racial and economic bias. Here with a look at How to Break, please welcome Chesney Stowe, Sylvie Davidson, and Veronica Garcia.
Light pink walls, bright white pretty. Bright pink white people call me inner city. Like church, like school, like since birth I've been stuck in the hospital. Someone's bright white pretty. Things you should know include hospital rules. Say you smile soon as someone's in sight. Close to you but not quite. Plain white food is all I used to eat. Played with pink princesses, hair straight and neat. Pretty private school, my scholarship is sweet. But I'm bitter cause my parents are too Spanish and too street. Things you should know include I wear a mask for protection. Casper the friendly white chick, close to me but not quite. Cheerleading team, bright pink white bows might make up for the fact that I lack a white nose. Back bend, backflip, then freeze in a pose. My cousin goes, that's hip-hop, but with cheesy clothes. And I'm like, he's right, and my mind explodes. Pop, pop, I stop being who I'm not quite. Hip-hop, Latin, and black, white hot popcorn and oil. This is why, this is why, this is why I pop. So my hot blood won't boil when you make me grow teeth right where my heart should be. And I grind my teeth at night, but they're healthy and folky and what's the word? White. Inner city at risk puts a body tag on my black wrists. Adds me to a blacklist. It's a set of brackets of someone I'm supposed to be. You're diagnosing a shadow, a ghost of me. And even if your diagnosis was an inch off at most, this is my body, so an inch off is not even close. Close to me, but not quite. When you talk like that, my tongue it turns to wood. It's hard as a baseball bat. I don't swing it at you, but I probably should. The things you should know include when you're diagnosed in my shadow, someone you'd like to fight. You're close to me, but not quite. Close to me, but not quite. Close to me, but not quite.
Wow, you guys are talented. I want you to meet now the director, Amina Kaplan. Tell us more about this show.
Well, How to Break, as you know, is a hybrid show. It's a combination of musical theater, dance, hip-hop, breakdancing, newer forms of dance and music, and we're bringing them and combining them with traditional storytelling. And
There was a line in the song that caught my ear, especially about wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
yeah, I think that hip-hop in general is about personal identity. It's about being authentic and being who you truly are. And I think that the writer, Aaron Jafaris, really wanted to explore the removal of masks and getting to the core of a person. I do think that he means it as a universal thing as well. The vessel and the language is hip-hop, but I think that the message is universal, that we all do that.
That was so riveting, the combination of things that we're going to see on stage. This is new. This is really fresh.
Yeah.
And I'm delighted it's at Village Theater
Yeah.
because we have a chance to go someplace new and see something new. What's the rest of the show like?
It's as entertaining and as new and as fresh as you just said. It has an incredibly talented new cast, like Veronica Garcia is our young lead, and we're so happy to find her. And she's a local, which was another thing that we were happy about.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah, absolutely. And Sylvie is also a local, and Chesney, we brought him in from New York, where the best beatboxers live. Isn't that right, Ches?
There we go. Yeah. Yep.
And it really is a true marriage of music and dance and storytelling. And that was my goal as a director and a storyteller, was to combine those elements in a way that were empathetic and made the audience want to follow and understand and relate to the characters that we were putting on the stage.
Well, I mentioned in the intro that there's an examination of racial and economic bias. We all have a prism we see life through, right? And the best we can do is try to recognize what our prism is so that we can kind of see other people's point of view and have some empathy and some understanding, which elevates all of us. So in what way does the story help us do that?
That's such a great question. Aaron, in my opinion, writes in a very Shakespearean way, and he has a very wonderful sense of classical theater. And I think that that is a great bridge for all of us that came from classical theater coming into new theater. And again, these are themes about like your family and who you love, and like where your loyalties lie, and where's the money going to come from to pay those healthcare bills, and you know, and who are you truly in your soul, and what drives you, what makes you tick. And I don't care who you are, we can all relate to that. Our main character, Anna, she does it through hip hop because that's who she is. She's a B-girl, she's a breaker and a popper, but we all have our ways. I'm a drummer, I'm a dancer. Those are the ways that I express myself. You're a journalist. You know, we somehow have to find our truth and find our way of fitting into the matrix that is our incredibly diverse society.
Well, we live in tumultuous times. 2017 was abnormal in about every way I can think of. What is the role of art in helping us examine that?
Art always and forever will be a reflection of the community that it is a part of. And we are a reflection of the community that we're in. We're diverse, we're unique, we're pushing boundaries, we're challenging ourselves, we're asking questions, and that is what we are here to do. We are public servants, we are servants of you guys, and so we are here to reflect yourselves back at you.
We're grateful for that. Is the show appropriate for all ages?
Absolutely.
Can we bring kids?
You most
There's
certainly
plenty
can.
to talk about when you see this show. Plus, I would think young people would really go, oh, well, if this is musical theater, then
That's
I'm
right.
in.
You really hit the nail on the head. It's like we want and need new audiences to come into the theater. And so hip hop in particular appeals to younger people for a lot of reasons, not the least of which that breakdancing is for young people. But like,
definitely that.
Yeah.
But you know, some of us older people, you know, were into hip hop when it was
Oh, yeah.
NWA and Public
Oh,
Enemy
yeah.
and
Oh,
liked
yeah.
the political message and can still relate. We're not totally gone.
No, hip hop belongs to us. We, you know, I'm a little older maybe than I look, but hip hop belongs to us, and quite frankly, it belongs to all of us. When I look at some of my friends who are maybe not people of color, but they grew up on the music and they grew up in the culture. For example, the writer Aaron Jaffaris is white. And none of us were like, oh, I don't think I can do a play written about hip hop by a white man. All of us were like, we read the play and we were like, okay, I want to work on this because it feels like me. It feels authentic. And it didn't really, honestly, have anything to do with race. It had to do with community and identity and connection.
I can't wait to see it.
I'm
Thank you
excited,
so much.
yeah.
What a great performance. Thank you all so much. How to Break is running through January 14th at Village Theater's First Stage Theater in Issaquah. We'll post a link to tickets on our website. And there's some great restaurants around there too, so go to the theater and eat. When we come back, a Northwest man who's headed out to do 7 marathons on 7 continents in 7 days. I'm not even kidding. We're going to find out why he would do this and how it happens after this break.